met with colors on our face, costumes, laughter, a borrowed place. I danced with her, no name, no plan, but something cracked when she took my hand. From Entre Rios to Santa Fe, we built a bridge with words each day. She moved for love, I followed north. We dreamed a child to give us worth. She was older, wiser, fierce. Her voice was sharp, her hugs were pierced. We lived in hope, we built a nest. Then came that plus sign on the test. We held each other, scared but bright, through silent nights and morning light. Then 3 months in, the pain arrived. Our dream fell out before it thrived. Era mi primer latido y se fue sin despedida. Fue hijo, fue amor, fue herida compartida. We cried, we shook, we bled inside, but from that loss we didn't hide. We swore we'd try again with care. Our love was stronger than despair. The second time our fears were tight, but 3 months passed without a fight. We smiled in whispers, dared to believe, till blood returned like a thief at eve. 5 months in, I woke to red, a bed of pain, a line of dread. I drove her fast, she lost her voice, and doctors left us with no choice. The baby died, her life in risk. I held her hand, I clenched my fist. The doctor said, you both need time, but time was not her rhythm, not a rhyme. Perdimos al segundo y casi te vas vos. Quise parar, pero tu alma dijo no. She spoke of age, of time too thin, of frozen chances locked within. She begged for clinics, charts and tries, while I just looked at silent skies. On a lawn with trembling limbs, though I had doubts carved into hymns. In sterile rooms we tried once more, and lost knocked harder than before. The third time vanished fast and cruel. No heartbeat, just another rule. Take a break. Not every story gets a page. Some love just burn and fade away. Some leave a scar, some leave a stain. Some leave without a last goodbye, just pain. There were 4 I never named, but each one carved me just the same. No vows, no rings, no final door, but still they shook me to the core. One came like light and left like fire, burned my joy and froze desire. Another stayed but never gave, used my heart and called it brave. One said family like a prayer, but didn't mean to ever care. The last was all about control, a kiss with strings, a hollow soul. No hablo de ellas, pero me habitan igual. Mujeres sin historia, pero con final. I don't write songs with their names. They never ask for lasting frames. But in the quiet of my chest, they haunt me more than all the rest. They taught me how to guard my tone, how to laugh while feeling alone. They showed me lies and polished skin, and how betrayal wears a grin. One left me doubting every call, another left me feeling small. One made me beg, one made me bleed, and all of them fed my need. Not for revenge, not for regret, just for a place where I forget. But blues don't let you throw away what silence taught you every day. They weren't evil, they weren't pure, just broken souls looking for cure. But I was too, and that's the truth. Two broken hands can't birth one truth. I lost myself to gain a kiss. I gave my soul for fleeting bliss, and each goodbye, though left unsaid, rewrote the way my love is bled. So now with her, the one I hold, I fight the ghosts I never told. I feel them when she turns away, I hear them when she has nothing to say. I wanna love her fair and whole, but I am stitched from stories untold. And when I pause or when I flinch, there's 4 past lovers in a single. They never wore my ring, but they wear my mind. They never held my name, but I hold them all the time. Each one left without a war, but took a part I can't restore. Now when I love, I flinch in place. I kiss but see another face. My 7th, she holds mine now, but they still sit inside somehow. They taught me fear in velvet skin, how trust can drown before it begins. I try to love her pure and wide, but ghosts curl up where I confide. And when I pause, it's not a fault, it's echoes dancing in the vault. Amo con retardo, abrazo con control. No es por ella, es lo que me dejó el dolor. One taught me how to smile and lie, say I'm fine and never cry. One made love a power play, where silence won and joy decayed. One would pull me close, then push, like love was carved in silent bush. One just vanished with no word, leaving echoes I still haven't heard. Now she says talk to me, and that I want to desperately, but some truths were never voiced, just swallowed whole like I had no choice. I see her eyes, I see her lie, but shadows crawl across the night when she says I love you clear. Sometimes I can't even hear. No es falta de amor, es exceso de heridas. Ella llegó de ahora, yo traigo otras vidas. They taught me what not to say, how to skin love like X-ray. Now I analyze every laugh like danger's hiding in its path. I test her kindness, test her tone, expect her love to leave alone. Not because she's warm or cruel, but because I once loved like a fool. She calls me vitamin, her spark, her man, but I feel like a backup plan for women who never took my hand. I wanna be her safe and home, but my past speaks in undertone. Sometimes I'm near, sometimes I flee, not from her, but history. Soy sombra de lo que fui y espejo de lo que vi. I shave in silence every day. The mirror never looks away. It knows my lies, it sees my truth. The wreckage of my faded youth. I stare, I nod, I breathe in slow, but still that face refuses glow. Not because I lack the light, because the past keeps me in fight. My first wife gave me trust betrayed. My second left my dreams decayed. Four more loves that came and went, and still I stand, a monument. Now I'm with her, this number 7. But each night feels like confession, not to her, but to my face. The man who failed to find his place. Me peleo con el espejo, más que con la vida. Él sabe lo que calla. Whoa. Él conoces mi herida. She says you're kind, you make me calm, but I see fists beneath my palms. Not for violence, not for rage, just the pressure of this cage. To be her rock, her joy, her light, when all I want is just one night where someone sees me when I fall, not just the one who holds it all. The mirror shows the cracks I hide, the weight behind the smile I ride. And when I ask, am I still good, it answers with a face that stood, but barely, but barely. I miss the boy who used to dream before life ripped apart the seams. Now I patch with blues and thread, and bleed a little when I go to bed. Soy lo que fui, lo que me rompió. No soy perfecto, pero soy lo que quedó. Some days I talk to him and there, the man behind that broken stare. He doesn't blink, he doesn't smile, he just waits for me to reconcile. She says you're strong and maybe true, but strength don't mean you made it through. Sometimes it's just what people say when you keep your pain tucked far away. I'm not a savior, I'm not a priest, just a man who cries beneath the feast. And when I laugh, it often sounds like someone pulling underground. I fight to love her how she needs, but sometimes I forget to breathe, because to give without a scene means knowing who I am in between. ocultar. These hands once built things out of hope. They carved and cooked and held the rope. They wiped the tears of lovers past and still came forward, still held fast. But now they move without command, lost between demand and stand. They serve, they fix, they bear the weight, but no one ever asks if they're okay. I reach for her with fingers worn, with nails cracked and knuckles torn. She says, "You're magic, you do so much," but never stops to feel the touch. She sees results, she sees the act, but not the soul these hands attract. She thinks the care just comes and flows, but never sees the part that goes. Doy con estas manos todo lo que soy, pero nadie las agarra, ni siquiera hoy. They've opened jars and doors and hearts. They've painted walls, they've played their part. They've made her coffee, cleaned the mess, stroked her back through silent stress. But when I'm shaken, when I'm still, when I can't even hold my will, she doesn't see, she doesn't know. The hand she loves can't always go. Sometimes I hold my own damn wrists to stop from throwing painful fists, not toward her, but toward the air, the void that comes from feeling bare. She says I'm giving, says I'm kind, but never stops to look behind. Behind the gestures, tasks, and aim, there's a man who's slowly frayed. I used to play guitar for joy, now it's just a grieving ploy. Each string I press feels like regret of every time I said not yet. Not yet to rest, to pause, to cry. Not yet to asking myself why I chose to be the one who gives, but now I wonder if he lives. She says she's tired, she works too much. Yes, I know it's not a crutch, but when she rests, I still go on, still chop, still lift. And when I ask for something small, a night, a kiss, a gentle call, she sighs, she the morning to you, son of girl. She sighs, she dodges angel trail. Whether than the promise of me. Flesh no se swing. I clean the floor, I fix the light, I kiss her shoulder every night. I ask how she is, I run the bath, I map my world around her path. I carry groceries, her fears, her mood. I ask for nothing, just some food. I cook, I care, I take the lead, but somehow fail at what she needs. She sighs and says I'm overwhelmed, but I'm the one who's always shelved. I give her rest, I give her space, yet I'm the one out of place. I try and try, I bend and sway, but something's wrong, she won't say. So I guess again I chase the wind, hoping she'll come close again. Nada alcanza, aunque lo de todo. Siempre hay un pero, siempre hay un moro. She says she's tired, she works too much, but I work too, and double as crutch. She lists her tasks like a badge of pain, but mine dissolve like summer rain. If I forget one little thing, it's proof I don't love, it stings. But she forgets and it's just life, the rules cut deep like rusted knife. I don't want praise, I don't want gold, just someone who can break the mold. To look at me and simply say, you're seen, you matter, come what may. Instead I feel like background noise, like I'm the silence in her voice. I make it easy, smooth the ride, and pay the price for what I hide. No alcanza mi tiempo, no alcanza mi voz. Siempre falta algo, menos dolor. I planned her birthdays, fixed the leaks, sat by her side when she was weak. But when I break, when I need care, she's gone and thought not even there. So I pretend I keep the peace, I lower hopes, I fake release. The way I swap her making scene, the way I fought and let her win. But for now I write and bleed, give what I can and plant no seed. Because when nothing is enough, you learn to live beneath the tough. I still hold her, still provide, but every thanks feels tongue-tied. And I wonder deep at night if she ever saw my quiet fight. No quiero premios ni pedestal, a sol que se note que no soy inocente. Never meant to start a channel, just wanted blues to be my handle. A little sound, a little soul to fill the gaps the world left whole. But then I started telling stories, not of fame, not of glory, of wives and wounds and sleepless nights, of whispered pain beneath the lights. No therapist could take this weight, too many layers, too much fate. So I strung it all in minor chords and let the sadness find its words. People think I write for art, but I write to not fall apart. This isn't music, this is air, the only place I still feel fair. The blues don't judge, they just receive. They let me break, they let me grieve. No hourglass, no nervous eyes, just strings that echo all my lies. I told them about the tape I played, my first wife's love that slipped away. I told them how I held a hand as the second wife lost what we planned. They heard the shoes I never filled, the babies lost, the dreams that spilled. They know the women I don't name, who taught me silence has a flame. And Now with her, the seventh one, I still play chords when joy is gone, because she doesn't always hear what I confess in minor fear. Le canto lo que no puedo decir, me escucho para existir, porque hablar ya no sirve y el blues me deja seguir. Some men drink, some men run, some men hide behind the sun. But I come here guitar in hand, don't understand, no script, no plan, just roaring loud. My grief played straight, no doubt drama mess. I strung to find the child I lost, to feel the love, to pay the cost, to face the ghost of what I was before love turned to smoke and dust. I don't want views, I want peace, a way to make the echoes cease. And if I share, it's not for show, it's just the only way I grow. No me needin' slow, Aden sweet così lo ne proproida. I do the work, I play the part, I bring the food, I hold the heart, I listen close, I watch her eyes, but still I feel I never rise. She says I'm good, she says I care, but somehow I'm just never there. Not in the way she wants or needs, not in the place her silence feeds. I make the plans, I fix the leaks, I bite my tongue when tension peaks, but all my kindness turns to dust when she compares it to distrust. I fail in ways she won't explain, fail in smiles that hide her pain, fail in trying to be strong, and even more in holding on. Fallo donde más amo, fallo aunque me quede, fallo sin saber por qué, pero siempre sucede. She says I miss what's underneath, the tone aside, the hidden grief, but I'm just tired from reading signs in every word between her lines. She says I'm distant, closed or cold, but I'm just worn, I'm just old, old in soul, in wounds, in fight, trying to guess what makes it right. I plan a night, I bring her tea, but she just wants to talk to me in ways I don't know how to hear, when everything inside is fear. Fear of failing yet again, fear of being less than men, fear that she deserves a love I lost across the lives above. Fallo sin razones, fallo por costumbre, fallo en mis acciones y fallo en mi cumbre. Sometimes I see it in her face, like she's already in another place. She says I'm here but not quite whole, her body's near, not her soul. I feel it fun, I fail at ease, I feel it asking her to please, I feel it rest, I feel it play, I fail just trying to stay. But still I'm here, still giving all, still picking up when others fall, still holding on, still trying slow, still being someone she might know. And yet that's not enough, I see. There's still a gap between her and me, one I built or maybe not, but it's the only thing I've got. I fed again, I always do, but never once stop loving you. And maybe that's the only way in a life keeps caving in. Fallo pero escucho, fallo pero te amo, aunque eso no sea mucho. She walks with grace, but not alone. There's someone in her every tone, a voice that shaped the way she speaks, a ghost that lingers when she's weak. And I've got a crowd of past mistakes that speak too loud. Together we share this fragile bed, but four hands sleep with ghosts instead. She turns her back, I read her spine, wonder who held that curve before mine. She bites her lip, I see the trace of someone else who touched that face. We don't talk about that much, but silence has a deadly touch. It builds a room inside our room and fills the space with quiet gloom. Somos dos sombras, I rare a sign, donde the pale let us out before mine. She bites her lip, I see the trace of the seismer cost of pricing. So verhaft on that much, it sighs the stays of every touch that build a wind aside all the wind and fills a place with I'm a king. She flinches when I raise my voice, not in fear, just like the toys. Some other man, some other time, left scars when I draw the line. I ask for love, she asks for space, she our space. I offer arms, she guards her face. We both want peace, we both want grace, but time's a ghost we can't erase. I feel her doubt beneath her skin. I've lived with doubt, I let it in. Sometimes she kisses, but it's tight, like something missing in the night. We've both been burned, we both have cried, and now we love. But with one eye, the other eye watches the door, just in case we're hurt once more. I hold her hand, she holds it back, but there's a tremble in the track. And when I ask, you thinking of him? She says no, but her smile grows dim. She asks, do you miss number 2? I lie and say, I just miss you. 'Cause honesty sometimes destroys what silence lets us still enjoy. Smiled like spring before the storm. Her words were soft, her hands were warm. She looked at me like I was more than all the pain I'd held before. We talked of houses, dogs and kids, the life we'd have, the little bits. I thought she saw the man I am, not just some shape in someone's plan. We made a home in short-lived dreams, painted walls with future schemes, but something fragile in her stare kept whispering she wasn't there. She kissed with love, but eyes turned gray, like something in her heart would sway. I gave my all, but not enough. Her soul had places still too rough. Fue casi amor, pero no alcanzó. Tuvimos todo, menos lo que duró. She used to say we're meant to be, but never said forever free. Her voice would shake when plans got deep, like truth was something she couldn't keep. I asked for less, just something real, a glance, a word, a hand to feel. She gave in bursts like autumn rain, then disappeared into her pain. No fights, no screams, no final war, just silence walking out the door. I found a note, not cruel, not kind, just words she couldn't speak in time. I love you, but I'm not enough, is what she wrote when things got tough. But love's not math and hearts don't split by rules or weight or who commits. Fue casi eterno, casi verdad, pero casi en el alma duele de verdad. Sometimes I dream of what we'd be, had fear not one, had love been free. I see her laugh, I see her stay, but morning always steals that play. I don't resent, I don't regret, but there are nights I can't forget. The almost stacked like silent stones around a heart that sleeps alone. She taught me soft, she taught me grace, but never stayed to share the place. She lit a fire but couldn't stay, and now that warmth just fades away. I hear her name in passing wind, see her smile in stranger skins, but almost love, for all it seems, can leave the heaviest of dreams. No fue traición, ni fue adiós. Fue quedarse sin quedarse, fue querer sin voz. So here I stand, still whole, still torn by all the loves I've known and mourned. But almost love, it's like a thread you wear around your soul instead. She's gone, I'm here, life moves ahead, but part of me still walks where she fled. Not in hope, not in despair, just in the space where we once cared. And if she ever hears this tune, I hope she smiles beneath the moon. 'Cause we were close, we were near, we were almost something clear. Fuimos casi perfectos, casi destino, y aunque no fue, fue parte de mi camino.